Salutations, salutations, blessings to you. Welcome to Milehightarot, where we realize with real eyes. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming in. And as far as being a subscriber, if you are already a subscriber, thank you for coming back and much love to you, family. And if you're new to the channel, please come in, hit the like, share, subscribe button. And if there's something else that here resonates with you, then go ahead and either keep that so you can share it and or share it to someone that you might think that it does resonate with. If it does not resonate with you, please do not try to make the shit fit. If it does not fit, do not force it, just relax and let it go. Okay? So this particular reading is going to be a series due to the simple fact this is going to be about the 4 Fathers. Yes, I said it, the 4 Fathers, and our fathers' fathers. So this should be very interesting. So let's get with it. All right, first card coming out today is about the divine masculine in this delivery, in this information. Never fails, because it is about the fathers and the 4 Fathers. But obviously, this particular card came upside down, so it is not a divine masculine, because we're speaking of our 4 Fathers, okay, in delivering of this information. At the bottom of the deck is the Midas touch, pearls, Queen or King Midas, and destiny. Interesting. Talking about friends on the line, them being a friend or being resourceful or anything when it has to do with money. Some of these people might even drink a lot. Now, mind you, like I said, that this is a particular series that is supposed to be for our 4 Fathers and our fathers' fathers. But if this is someone that you might know as being a male person, okay, or someone who lives in their masculine energy a lot, could be a friend, someone that possibly drinks a lot. You just never know, okay, who this person is. You know, don't try to make stuff fit. If it does not, like I said, just relax and let that shit go, okay? So don't be running around, you know, thinking that it's not you. But right now, there are some feminines that actually live in their masculine energy here at the crossroads. So don't try to act like it ain't you, okay? Right now, we're dealing with root, okay? We're dealing with the root. So you can't lie to the cards. The cards do not lie. It is about your root chakra. It's about deep penetration, your backdoor issues that you might have, whether it has to do with any of the 4 Fathers and your father's fathers, as far as any sex trafficking, any court issues, as far as your mama, your daddy, any rape issues, any masturbation issues. And I'm going to stop right there because I don't want YouTube to ding me for this. This is not for children, and if you are, this is for 18 years and older. Please click off now. Thank you. As far as this particular root, okay, we're dealing with this root chakra issue when it comes to our 4 Fathers and the misuse of their template and the misuse of sex and or the depth of the core issue of their root dismantlement. Oppression, let's just say, or their root work. Any of the things that they've lied, sneaking around, doing as far as any work, being slick, sneaky, lies, deceit, deception, which tonight was also granted by the ancestors or petitioned by the ancestors to be able to make sure that they dismantle those, okay? And actually, the ancestors speak. That card just fell out, so just know that. This divine masculine came up again as far as any lovers or partners or companions when it comes to a person being a friend, baby mama, baby daddy, any mistresses or friends with benefits, or any particular lovers. This is about a masculine energy who is very forceful, and maybe this person, they like to wear black. Maybe they think they the shit, but either way, it's about a masculine energy, and they have some sacred tantric issues about their sexual practices that they've had throughout their childhood. I just saw the word childhood. So it has to do with your sexual core issues, okay? Right here, right now, with any of your companions, lovers, friends, baby mamas. Now it says mother. So it's the father and the mother. So if we have those issues there, we already know. Okay, we're talking about the father and the mother right here in the right now. And the ancestors are speaking about that and communicating that. The birds of a feather is basically telling us, like, look, this is an awakening, and some people are about to get a rude awakening and or a spiritual awakening behind some of the gossip, the dirty bird shit that they have done, and sinking ships. All right. So, like I said, it's about those sinking ships and the internet stalking. A person might even been, getting breadcrumbs at this point. Obviously, we know that the forefathers obviously breadcrumbed our black community. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, killed, murdered. you know, there was a slip of this contract basically during this particular awakening. So during this change, there's going to be a change in position. Now, I'm not sure if any one of who are within my collective, I know some of us have heard of the changing of the gods. We do know this. We know that this is happening. And so this is the changing of the positions. So I'm not faulting anyone at this point who watches this channel, stating that the simple fact that they believe in Jesus. Okay? Just know who keeps searching, and if you need to research more into detail and you need some direction, then hit us up at Milehightarot at gmail.com, where we realize with real lies. Okay? I'm not going to go into the logistics of everything and say, yo, don't do this or go this way. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to be like the rest of the people that are on this frequency when it comes to oracles or tarots. Okay, if you want to play games and you still want to be living in a fantasy world, you go to their channel, baby. Okay, because that ain't what it is here. Okay, so let's move on. Now, on the here and the now, it's crazy because the spiritual pimp came out, and it came out on top of the mother. So the spiritual pimp, she could be a narcissist, could be the person that might even go both ways, or a simple ass, or maybe somebody that is a spade, that is a spade. Now, we ain't going to say that all the men during that particular time was someone that was a low vibrational energy. We'll just use that. But there are the matriarchs of the mother here in the here and now. We can say that they were spiritual because it wasn't your daddy that was always dragging you to church. It was your mama or your grandma, the matriarch of the family, dragging you to church. In the here and now, the ancestor says, be fluid about it. Be drinking some water. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to drink some water. They said, be honest about it, basically. So tell it like it is, and God, the spirit, is basically saying this about the loss and someone feeling like they were left out from something that they felt like they should have gotten. Straight rat buffoonery shit. So nasty McNasty. Just straight up, like someone just has a lot to do with cheating. It has a lot to do with chaos. Okay? So, which we know out of chaos comes a lot of healing. And it says the Father. The Father comes from out of chaos. So the Father energy. Wow. The ancestors is also stating that the fact that the loss Right now, you may not be feeling that. There may not be any loss at home. But the ancestors is also stating there has been a lot of fathers. Maybe the father was a cheater. Maybe the father wasn't at home. Just went through a lot of hood rat buffoonery shit. A lot of negative. Maybe messed up the church's money. But they fell on the floor. So we got some resources. Maybe the person might even drink like a fish. They may be resourceful, but right now the time is up with this person, and this person may even be a close friend or an extended friend. But this particular energy with this person is during this particular awakening right now, and they may come and talk to you and tell you that they're going and experiencing some sort of awakening. They're going to talk to you about loyalty and how to tap into that, how to tap in to their internal source, there to tap in, to know how to tap in for developmental growth, to know how to, what direction to go. They may be a little violent, but right here now it's saying that whatever divine feminine is in their life, maybe this person is supposed to be, they're a friend, but during this particular time, because it is a root core issue with this person, that they are in movement. Like maybe this person, they're causing a lot of friction. This is really gross, but this person also masturbates, is probably masturbating right now. I'm not even lying. This person, okay? But it's saying that this person gaslights, okay? They actually gaslight and they cause a lot of friction in the relationship. The person is saying that they are DNA coded as a god, but there's some sort of and it lands on Ashe, and it lands on the divine feminine as a authoritative mother, or they maybe even feel like they are an authoritative type of person. Maybe this person lives within their feminine energy more so than their masculine energy, but they've definitely had some sort of a soul tie or been stuck in some sort of a sticky situation. And this divine masculine has basically like opened up. They want to open up about maybe some things that they've discovered when it came to some of those sticky situations. Some things might have been distorted or revealed in certain situations that might have been kind of distorted. So believe it or not, this person may even have some sexual distortions as far as them being the Mac, and they are really facing some sort of a ED problem. Okay, so they always try to pretend that they are being 10 toes up, and like, yes, they feel like they're awake, but they have had so many lies and deceit and betrayal and chaos in their life that they really just feel cheated at home. Okay, they feel really cheated at home, like, or they are a cheater, or they are going to be a cheater, or these people are cheaters at home. Shit, they just got a bunch of negative going on at home. Okay, some seeds that they have planted here in the crossroads. It's about reaping and sowing. So whatever seeds that people might have planted during this particular time, it definitely it's about the harvest. Someone may even be pregnant at this time, but regardless, we always know that people. So, whoa, that was my microphone. Mic dropped. All right. Let me fix this here. Can you hear me, dog? Yeah, you can hear me? All right. So we got people sowing seeds. Like I said, with this particular one, someone may even be trying to get you pregnant here at the crossroads. So please be careful about that. If someone isn't already putting into that, if you don't want to. Okay, so do know that. But if you do, know that it will wind up being a contractual agreement. Show appreciation for it though, but there may be a new lease on life when it comes to that. So it'll be time's up when it comes to, it looks like there's going to be some sort of a time's up. The ancestors saying that during this particular flow of this here and now, is saying that the time is up. There's no more time for the cheating and this chaos and the buffoonery and fuckery going on. Excuse my language, but that's what it says. And so the earth angel and the expectations and the manipulation that have been done when it came, that created any anger or fights or violence, you know, it might have been pretty, you know, people might have been slick and sly about it, but they were doing some fucked up shit at the crossroads. These people try to pretend that they were your friends, and they actually did plant some seeds of bullshit. They were gossiping, making dirty moves, sinking ships, internet stalking. You know, birds of a feather flock together, and you know, people like to breadcrumb your ass, so be careful. A lot of cards just fell off, but I'm not taking all those. All right, give me some more information. This first here, obviously, is like giving us some wild stuff. So the things that might have caused obstacles for this fathers, it's a saying that they don't appreciate the things that they did during the exchange, as far as any gifts or cars or sexual favors or any flowers or monies or anything like that. Or if some of these men had side pieces, they're basically saying that they didn't show appreciation and it caused a lot of obstacles for these people, some sexual deviancies, and because it was a lot of it was hereditary traits during this awakening that they started to realize that they had. So well, so here at the crossroads right now, the seeds that have been planted, whether they were good seeds or bad seeds, the seeds of bullshit, is saying that there was domination going on there, of course, when it comes to careers in the matrix system and being a cougar or sugar mama, sugar daddy. Anyone types of playing head games, dick dealing, and power cootie cat games. So we do know that it had a lot to do with the sowing of the seeds. So the expectations that this earth angel, could be me or anyone that might be telling you that, could be a Taurus or Virgo, Capricorn, anyone that you might think that is someone that is of a higher light or holds higher light. They definitely are telling you about this or will be telling you about this manipulation, which is me, obviously, because we're doing this series. So it's saying that these things that will be open and revealed about this is saying, yes, it will be revealed. It will be, and it has a lot to do with crime, illegal crime, and crime sprees, any probations or paroles, any organized crime. On the bottom of the deck, it also talks about any sacred knowledge, tantric knowledge, any ancient knowledge, secrets, or sexual practices or sexual court issues. Okay, it's about destiny. The things that have caused obstacles, any hard-ons, skeletons, or bones in the closet for people. So if a father has been acting with all these secrets, those things, since he didn't appreciate those things from, like, I guess, growth or what have you, or show appreciation during those times, like you reap what you sow kind of thing, it's some sort of a hard-on persona that they try to present themselves to be. And but even though that they have this sexual deviance or diversion going on within their own energy, they just haven't got out of those first two or three chakra systems. So they need to have boundaries. Okay, they need to have boundaries, or you need to have boundaries. So during this particular change and these things that have been open and revealed during these readings of these series that are going to be open, please know that you still need to have boundaries with these people and be 10 toes down, be a down as G, because you got to know and realize that these lies that they have been telling will be cleared up. You know, maybe this person was just a potential scrub or some shit. You know, you can't be falling in love with potentiality. But this person might have been resourceful, but they just had a lot of hereditary traits that were very unbecoming. Could have been anyone, someone with your lovers, any romance, any intimate connections or situations with these people. Okay, it's about the givers, the takers, the receivers, and the dreamers. So at this time, it's going to be a change with these givers, these takers, and the receivers. It's going to be a change during this particular time. Obviously, maybe some changes might become behind people changing, getting new relationships or leaving a relationship. Whatever those bad soul seeds that you might have had, you might have to roll out. You might have to move. But whatever it is, it's these deep rooted core issues when it comes to mommy and daddy. Okay, you have to understand that when they were young and they were raising their children, they were learning. Just like if you were here now raising your children, you may have not have known everything to raise your children. You've done the best that you could do, and so did they. So you have to accept that the fact that, hey, they may not have had the best tools to be able to raise you, but they did the best that they could. So please forgive them, and most of all, forgive yourself in any of these situations. So, because everyone wants to point the finger, no one ever wants to be wrong, and everyone wants to be right. No one ever wants to be the villain, but they do want to be the superhero. Okay, and if you're going to be the superhero, please be a superhero in your own life first before you can be a superhero in anyone else's. Be the underdog for yourself so that you might be able to do that and play the part. Okay, let's move on. So, this divine feminine, there's a divine feminine that she obviously sticks to herself. This person does not gossip. She doesn't do any dirty moves or anything like that. She doesn't do any cross watching. She's just pretty anchored. Uh, but she does recognize with real lies how the freaks come out at night, you know what I'm saying? And that the dream that this person, there may be somebody out there that is a dream girl, dream boy, but to them, but they also know that it's kind of, you know, at a standstill. This person might even become a stalemate to them. But she also does recognize the vampire energy, and maybe that has caused the energy to, or the person to be a stalemate. But it's saying that no, there was a completion of this because maybe someone had a bad attitude, or someone had to leave because of a new lease, or started with a new lease on life. But either way, it was because maybe some sort of a loss or cheating. But this divine feminine definitely is saying that either they may have a child or they're very immature. They could be someone that was very immature, but or a, you know, vice versa. It could be man and or woman, whichever you want to put yourself and or persons in this energy, because it is fluid. Energy is fluid. So this particular energy, it could be that the simple fact that, because, somebody might have been like, kiss my ass energy. I'm do what I want to. So they basically was just like, you know what, I respect that. Like, bitch, please. This time I have respect. Whoa. And it's saying that the ancestors, the Ankh, the messenger, is saying here at the crossroads, it was about domination in some sort of cougar games. Like, you talking about kiss my ass, like kiss my ass, like this time. You can kiss my ass this time. Like, they might have been a person that actually just been always there for that person all the time. But in this particular contractual agreement or whatever it was with this person, whether it be a marriage or oath or commitment or soul tie, maybe this person had a past life with this person, but whatever it was, they was just like, bitch, please kiss my ass. I got the Midas touch. I don't need to be around you. I recognize with real lies, like, the contract is over. Okay, so the divine masculine's light right now feels lost. Okay, and at the crossroads, it's saying that there's someone that is stable. The reaping and the sowing came behind the stability and someone being at a standstill. They might have been hopeful. They might even been a rock at that time for somebody, but now they feel like this home life, this security and family and these health and issues, um, that something's going to be taken away. Obstacles was because of this father not showing appreciation in this contract, and the divine feminine, or not giving any. It had a lot to do with their appreciation and not showing appreciation of the gift. And it's saying that the divine feminine had on the top and then games was on the bottom. Like, maybe somebody was playing games, whether it be a feminine energy or the male energy, but at the crossroads, it's saying that the obstacles with the lovers or any intimate connections or situations with people, it had a lot to do with a tower moment. I guess because maybe someone didn't have any money. They didn't have any money during this spiritual awakening. And the obstacles for this father is saying that this father and this contract is saying like, hey, this father may even act like I said, that he may even act like he's all hard and like, I'm a hard persona, like, yeah. Or he may just be a person that got blue balls because he got some sort of sexual deviancy going on with this lovers situation. But this person probably ain't got no money. He's broke. It's a tower moment. Like, whatever situation that he or she's in right now is basically saying like they're losing their stability. At the crossroads, it has to do with the sacred knowledge, tantric knowledge, the sexual core issue, which right now we're speaking about the root chakra when it has to do with deep penetration, core issues, mommy daddy issues, in crime, illegal organizations, any criminal crime sprees, and making money. Any tricks that you have to do in order to get that and make potential businesses for yourselves. It looks like the time is up in the community when it comes to that. Any companions or lovers or partners or baby mamas, baby friends, any types of people that you might be tipping around with. These are also friends with benefits, okay? So if you're a cross watcher, we're speaking about you too. So We're talking about people who are in a social networking, people who like to meet up with each other, you know, menage a trois. And it says yes as far as the delivery of it. So yes, we're talking about that type of a thing. So anybody who wants to come and think that they're loyal, but it starts a contract with these people when you do that. And soul ties. All right. Oh. So at the crossroads, it lands right on the crossroads, and it's saying that and the mountains and gossiping. So it says that the divine feminine in the community basically they're looking at the lies and deceit and betrayal when it comes to any of their companions and lovers and friends. They're basically saying like, bitch, please, like, I'm resourceful. I got my, you know, I'm a potential mate. I'm all about my money. So they basically trying to tell you like this divine feminine is like, look, I see the lies and deceit and betrayal when it comes to the lovers and companions. I don't need like, bitch, please. I got my own. My Yanni is resourceful. I'm resourceful. I'm a better potential mate. Like, she's the divine feminine, and what you looking for and what you've been dealing with was not divine feminine. So now there's some sort of a slip up when it comes to the contractual agreement. Basically, this person chose someone else over them. And so, yeah, they got chose. Someone chose the masculine chose the divine, chose a feminine over a divine feminine. So she got pissed. He got pissed off, and one of them she probably did the same thing to him. And now he's looking like, well, why you do that to me? There's a contractual agreement of the givers and the takers and the receiver. That's why. Shit, flip it. However you want to make it to sound to you that's gonna fit. But just, I promise you, if it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let that shit go. It don't matter to a real divine feminine. Okay, flip it. Okay, like I said, take that shit away. Kiss my ass is basically what it's saying. The high priestess is saying that. So this person very well may be a high priestess when it comes to her own home and security and family. And she, like I said, she recognizes with real eyes the real lies, and recognizes that the freaks do come out at night, and that maybe the person that she might have thought that was the man and or woman of her dreams was really just a freaking vampire. Okay. Hey, so that's pretty good right there so far. So I know that the ancestors is kind of like kind of letting some things out. But what we want to know is about some things about the 4 Fathers, which is what they've been giving us. It was definitely about some fathers. Now, whether or not it was your father or our 4 Fathers, we know some of their stories from what they told us, but that don't mean that the fact that they was right. We already know that they had already been lying to us. Okay, I'm just kind of cleaning up these cards here so I can. So, if we know that they had already been lying to us, we know dang well that they're gonna try to do everything they can to try to stay on this planet. Whoa, not taking all those, but those fell out. It's saying about the root movement, spiritual, stop, tower, violent, fish. Ah, heck nah, we ain't taking all them. It's still talking about the revealing of the divine masculine though. And my cards do not lie, baby. So if any of this information here resonates with you, Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. Please do come back, become a member with us. You know, we do have some other people that are on our team that can assist you with some other information if you like. If you need some esoteric knowledge or guidance. But when it comes to any spiritual ascension or any guys like that or any holistic practices, you can very much hit us up at the Milehightarot. Okay? So give us the 4 fathers and our father's father. It's saying that the father time is talking about being delivered. We're talking about time when it talks about our father, this father, and the delivery of this. So it must be some father also maybe in a rebirthing stage or getting ready to return or trying to return back home. This person also may be very well endowed. Okay. But this particular energy is about obstacles. Wow. Okay. Here at the crossroads, the message is it's saying that it's supposed to be anchored, but it came in upside down, so the person may not be anchored. This message is definitely is anchored, but this father may not be anchored good. But he may be at a standstill right now. Maybe he's trying to. There's some sort of a obstacle that this person is facing. Maybe this person didn't want someone to get pregnant. Yeah, because it looks like that there's some sort of a message here that's saying that there's an anchored man at a standstill. They might have been hopeful, but they also might just be in a rebounding situation when it comes to any relationship. They may also be resourceful. But they just feel like this could be like a side piece. Like maybe their side piece got pregnant. Oh my God. So, man, they're mad and there's some sort of trick. There's some tricks and lies. So, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be laughing at it. But it's saying that this father also maybe he got a little bit of money, but he may be a drinker. Okay. They probably don't have anyone right now, but they are looking at this high priestess right now. They are looking at this high priestess at the crossroads. Like I said, they may even think they're very much attracted to the person. This person may even have them be the baby mama, but it has a lot to do with friends, with benefits and lovers, any companions. But the loss that someone might feel um, about anything, someone might even have lost a friend or an extended family member during this time. And if you have, my condolences to you. But this father, during this particular time, he may be at a delivery or in a rebirthing stage. Like I stated once before, it is an obstacle for this person. Give us information about the 4 fathers. The God saying, no, that this is not anchored. What do you mean? It's not anchored. That person is not anchored. It's about reaping and sowing. Like, they're not anchored. whoever this person is, the forefather is not anchored. And they're not being resourceful. It's sideways because it's about reaping and sowing. This information on the forefathers. At the crossroads, there's lies and deceit and betrayal behind a lot of the chaos. We know that. Give us information about them. It's saying that the seeds that have been sowed during that particular time, whether they were good or bad seeds of bullshit, in the garden, there were a lot of secrets. Okay, when it came to any social networking, sexual partners, menage a trois. But this divine feminine, even though she might have been well-rounded, or the matriarchs might have been well-rounded, they're very gifted. Okay, some of those gifts that the divine feminine had within this community, they might have become a side piece, and or wanted to, or someone played the part of that, and all of a sudden they were like, stop, that shit stopped. Okay, it stopped. There was no loyalty. No one said kiss my ass or anything, but they was just like, I'm out. And this father was acting like he was this friend. But during this contractual agreement that he thought that he had, but it was just lies and deceit and betrayal. It was some foot rat shit. It was thievery, nasty, buffoonery shit. Like, very immature. Very immature. We already know that. That's some craziness. Okay? So God's basically saying, like, look, it was destiny. The spirit is saying that there was some spiritual pimping going on, some narcissistic energy. There could be, maybe the father might have gone either both ways. And we all know that simple fact of with the buck breaking, we do know that. Okay, and some of them are pretty simple ass. So we do know that this is a spade. So the masculine was DNA coded to be a spade and or a rat. Notice I said masculine, not divine masculine, because we're talking about our forefathers and our father's father, so don't get it twisted. Time's up. During this reaping and sowing here at the crossroads, especially when it comes to any choosy lovers. But right now, we're speaking of the givers and the takers and the receivers during the awakening, so you might get a rude awakening. This father and mother, in this contract, there was loss and deceit and betrayal in between them. There was cheating going on in the contractual agreement with the mother and the father. And someone got pregnant. There was a rebirthing stage, and or there was a father that also tried to return back to the mother because he was cheating. The person may drink a lot. It caused a sticky situation. Tied somebody up. Maybe somebody even wanted to be tied up. At the crossroads, it says that the divine masculine, he basically had the Midas touch, but this person is not at a tower moment at the moment, but they feel like they're pretty lucky. But in this contractual agreement, basically, they want to have a contract with the high priestess. They want to make a contract with a lover, a friend, maybe their baby mama or somebody. They actually want to have a soul tie with this person. They want to have a relationship. The root core issue is that of this mother and father, because of their cheating, it was because they had that same template from their mother and father. So they had that same contractual agreement with their mother and father. And this divine masculine was in between these, the lies and deceit and betrayal when it came to the givers and the takers and the receivers. A lot of gossip had been going on. The ancestors did know about it, but this is what they're saying, that this time, the ancestors did know that that whoever this was, they were gossiping and pulling all these bitch dirty moves. Whoa, that was a lot of cards that fell out. So on the floor here, so it's saying that be 10 toes down. They were 10 toes down with the energy that they were doing with the manipulation and sly, devious things that they were doing when it came to home and security and family and love. It caused a lot of health issues, but there's some sort of boundaries that they should have been trying to keep. They're trying to keep boundaries with people because of the sticky situations that they did have. And they thought maybe that they would have some sort of a growth or development behind that. Fathers, give us our forefathers information, please. So there's a movement when it came to divine feminine. Like a lot, the masculine tried to go toward the divine feminine. They might have gaslit the feminine. But the divine feminine was like, kiss my ass, I'm done with that. Yeah. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Here's the forefathers. Here at the crossroads, we're talking about birds of a feather, gossips, dirty bird moves, use of a feather, bitch moves, sinking ships, internet stalking, and breadcrumbs. The givers and the takers and the receivers. I hope that you all are recognizing those freaks that are coming out at night in life when it comes to the givers and the takers and the receivers here. Okay, better have proper discernment and spirit, please. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers, please. Happening in here at the crossroads is saying, looking at the direction, talking about action, precision, and famous. We're talking about the masculine energy and the hereditary traits. Fathers and our fathers' fathers, and their sacred sexual tantric practices and their expectations when it came to DNA coded or being DNA coded. Ooh. So they're not an earth angel, but they do have hereditary traits. Okay? Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. So respect that these are soul ties. These are bounds that cause sticky situations because of the immaturity of the destiny that they all face from being a spiritual pimp, lying to the world. And now it's about change. So the spirit is saying that all that expectations of them not being, because they didn't get what they wanted, they are very violent and angry at this time during this particular awakening, and that it is going to cause a tower moment for them because they're not an earth angel. We know that. forefathers and our fathers, please. So this father and this mother who had this contractual agreement in between both of them where it was cheating going on, there may have been a person who had a baby out of wedlock and or out of this situation, out of this contractual agreement. But it caused them to have some sort of they felt like they were going to be lucky. They might have been successful. They might have been famous. They might have felt like they've gained some sort of a development of growth. They might have thought that they had this King Midas touch, but their criminal felonious capers bullshit. That's what made them not be lucky. Well, made them not be DNA coded during, they know that they can't um they're not DNA coded, period. So they feel like they have to pull out all the punches to do what they have to do to try to stay on this planet. So all the feminine, please be 10 toes up during this particular awakening. Okay? For real. Recognize with realize all those criminalistic, felonious capers that niggas pull off. Excuse my language, and or men, and or whatever nationality you are. Period. So, open up. There's going to be some things that you might need to see. There's going to be some things that you're going to see and be revealed that you might discover. Okay, whether it be a male or female, whichever you need to flip the energy. Don't try to make that shit apply to yourself. It doesn't. Here at the crossroads, it is about the lovers, any unions and romance, intimate connections and situations. So whatever it is that when it comes to home and security and family and love, the things that you do when you're trying to work at those things at home or work, period, be down for yourself. Stop and put those boundaries with those people who have those bad attitudes. Okay? Because we don't need that. All right, baby. All right. So the next here we got these that done fell out, and I'm gonna take these because they fell out right onto the crossroads. So it has a lot to do with the ancestors speaking and saying, like, look, these is all tricks. And look here, trick. These is dominations. This dominating trick in the matrix system when it comes to any cougars, any sugar mamas, sugar daddies, any head games that people be trying to play, because it's a lot of dick dealing and power cootie cat going on. So at this point in time, that's what the ancestors is saying when it comes to that. But you may hear about the illegal organized crime when it comes to different shit, whether it's illegal or not. It's up to you whether you think it is or isn't, because where's your morals and standards for yourself? Some people may not even think that having a twosome or a threesome or a foursome or a five and a menage a trois don't matter to them. Okay? Let's move on. Okay, so we got this Earth Angel here. Maybe this Earth sign could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. In this particular reading, I will not be trying to throw nothing out because this is about our forefathers. And we don't give a damn about what sign you are. If you're a forefather and you've been oppressing the world, we don't give a damn about that. Okay? We do, but we don't. So, we're talking about delivering of information and having the Midas touch or not in this matrix system, and hereditary traits with the divine, with the actual masculine, okay, and these obstacles that the masculine energy has caused. Now, I'm not saying that it has because you have something dangling in between your legs, that I'm speaking just of you, because women have masculine energy as well. Even though that you may think that you have something between your legs, when you might even say, oh, well, he or she might suck my... Look, you're still a feminine. You were born a feminine. Stay in a feminine's place. You can get mad, click off now if you want to. Okay? But this is about the forefathers and our fathers' fathers. So if you have a problem with that, then you go and you address it to your spirit guides, and you can go ahead and maybe we can have a meeting about it, you know, in ethers. But this is about the forefathers and our fathers' fathers. And this is to be able to flush all of the evilness out of this planet so that we can get this over with and move on. All right, brothers and sisters? Okay, let me pull up these. Okay, some of these issues that we are talking about, mostly everything, and my cards do not lie. Everything that done popped out, everything that comes out, the first thing, as soon as I shuffle the deck and it pops out, my forefathers and my father's fathers, it comes out, the father. And we know what we're talking about. We ain't trying to make it to be something that it ain't. Okay? You hear me shuffling the cards. And we're gonna do it one more again for 3, the shelf. So I hope that some of this information is very informative for you. If it is, like I stated, like, share, subscribe, come on and be a member to the Mile High Tarot. I will be changing that though. It will be the Mile High Chronicles because I'm going to be doing this particular series of the forefathers and our fathers' fathers. I am very much protected at all times. Okay, my goons always are there for me, as well as my spirit guides. So please do know that anything that you try to form up against me will immediately go right back to you. Immediately. All right? So don't be trying to do no slide devious shit, because your life will be taken away. All right, let's go on to the forefathers and our fathers' fathers. All right? All right, so we're talking about the divine masculine and any companions or partners, any homie lover friends, baby mamas, baby daddies, and any friends with benefits. Okay, so High Priestess here at the crossroads, where we realize what realize. So yes, respect, because I am DNA coded. All right, and I am a mother, so it's my ass. That's what it said. I'm an earth angel. So let's get with it. It's saying right here in the now, we are anchored, and it double mirrored the anchor spot. So we are anchored, and we are right now at a change of position here at the crossroads. Give us our information for our forefathers and our fathers' fathers. The information that's being delivered is about obstacles and hard-ons, any skeletons or bones in the closet, any hard personas or blue balls or deviant sexual deviance or diversions. This is going to be discussed when it's speaking of the masculine energy or someone that is like masculine energy. Someone may even be telling you this, or you may hear this here. But it has to do with the community and any secrets, any cross-watching, any social networking, anything goes when we're speaking of this energy. We're speaking of meeting up, any party train, 2 to 5 people, sexual partners, menage a trois, that sort of thing. Things that connect people in a hereditary trait way, or the people that have these hereditary traits of these sort of things that do that. Well, divine masculine anything that has to do with any snakes and lies and deceit and betrayal. Okay, and I just heard a click, 2 clicks in the kitchen here, just like out of nowhere. Okay, so these lies and deceit and betrayal and chaos with these lovers and companions or something is saying that no hereditary traits. Like, I don't know what the hell that is. Another click. Okay, that's just too weird. There's another click. I know Spirit is doing that, but I'm definitely gonna need to get me some tea here. Hold up. All right. So it looks like the loss and the cheating and betrayal that have been there once before, it looks like during this particular awaken, when they became awakened, they realized their hereditary traits and they do respect their DNA coding. It's just that they didn't, some of them, some know about the hereditary traits and some don't. During this particular awakening, they just think that they're the shit. They just think that they're famous. They think that they just think that they're the shit. But this obstacle that this masculine is facing, it gave them, it caused a slip. Maybe they communicated something. They communicated something that caused a slip up, or the person might have slipped up. But during this particular cheating, so the things that might have been opened or revealed or discovered about some sort of a loyalty, it caused this divine feminine to be so upset. They realized, like, oh my God, the feminine sister is God. This person is God. This divine feminine is God. The ancestors speak. Oh my gosh. Thank you, ancestor. Ashe, Ashe. Ancestors speak. There's an awakening. Like, the ancestors just confirmed. You can get mad if you want to, but it's saying it straight up that the divine feminine is God. Beautiful. And it's saying that the ancestors is speaking. So anything that's going on in the garden right now, any secrets or anything like that, all that shit is tricks. Whoa. All that shit is tricks. So flip it however you need to. If it's the other way around, if your mama was the one that was doing things. But we're speaking of our forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Okay, I'm not saying that all women are divine feminine, because they're not. There are some, they just have not tapped into that energy. I'm not saying that they can't. It's just that they have been so victimized and lived in their victim consciousness in those low vibrational 2 or 3 chakras for so many years that they don't know how to see anything other than what the way that they are seeing it and viewing it in perspective of who they are and who they're supposed to be with and who is supposed to be in their life. Okay, so right now it is about the changing of positions and opening up and facing those things that we have lost, clearing those things up, clearing the cloudy air, making sure that those things that we are interacting with are not potentially just a scrub energy. Okay, be resourceful. Forefathers and our father's father. Forefathers and our father's father. So during this particular time here at the crossroads, there is a tower. The ancestors is speaking of a tower, a Jericho wall come down, separate. Maybe someone is at this particular time may even go to jail. Okay, someone that may even be famous, a mother, even a famous person who may even have some sort of a developmental growth, but the ancestors are saying during this particular time, there's a tower moment. The God, the spirit is saying that there, all those things that a person begat fame behind, or thought that they were successful or developing of some sort of a growth, there was a bunch of tricks. And it's about destiny with these friends, with these people, this extended family, these people with these hereditary traits. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Ooh. So we're talking about time, and a lot of cards fell out. So I'm going to take these because it's so weird. Some of them are upside down, some of them aren't. So it's saying that at this particular time, at the crossroads, being that the spirit is saying that the tower is happening, that God's allowing this tower, this God feminine, divine God feminine is allowing this tower to happen when it comes to friends, and the revoking of being able to have these things, being like maybe there's some sort of a loss of a friendship, maybe a loss of a friendship soon, or period, but it has to do with money, someone maybe being a potential mate, has to do with sexual, sacral, tantric sex, someone delivering or calling a high priestess at the crossroads, may even be trying to telepathically speak to the high priestess when it comes to the givers and the takers and the receivers here at the crossroads. This person may even want to have sex with this high priestess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That has to do with me because I had a friend that kept calling me all day, kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. And I guess since I didn't answer finally, he was just like, look, I want to be with you. I want to be in your life. I was like, whoa, yay, hold down. Okay. So I had to put boundaries, which was bottom of the deck here. And it says change on the top. So yes, we had to at the crossroads, buddy, about the givers and the takers and the receivers. I get that you may feel attracted toward me, and I'm not sure that he'll ever listen to this particular reading, but just know that I really still keep us in the friend zone level, please. Let's move on. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. So the message that's being delivered, it is and has to do with this matrix system and the delivery of this information here when it comes to the domination of anything here when it came to head games or awakenings or a person being loyal. So I am DNA coded, so best believe that I showed up to play my part, but I also know that what part some other people have played, and they don't even know what part they're playing in life, but I do. So I know, and that's your job to be able to find out who plays what part in your life. Are they playing the part of the villain? Are they playing the part of the hero? Can you depend on them? Can you call them in the middle of the night? You know, that sort of thing. Okay, our forefathers and our fathers' fathers. We're talking about somebody putting boundaries up and being fluid. Okay, some people need to realize that everything that glitters is not gold. And just because someone may be famous, they may be drinkers. Shoot, they may drink a lot. They need to put a boundary in between both of them or someone. Okay? Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Whoa! Sorry, those cards fell on the ground. So the cards that I picked up was Earth Angel. Be 10 toes down about these hearts, about these lovers, about these unions, the romance, intimate connections and situations, because there are tricks. This divine masculine is in organized crime, criminal crime spree, probation. Maybe this divine masculine you might even hear of a person during a crime spree, but this divine masculine has committed some sort of illegal crime or movement when it comes to this changing of positions, when it comes to money and drinking or being fluid about certain shit. Yep, because the fluid card's on the bottom. Home security, family and love, and health issues. So this 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 divine masculine, or I'm not gonna call him continue to keep calling him divine masculine, but this particular one says divine masculine is basically saying that there's some sort of a trick, like this earth angel is down as G, like they are a lover who is down in a situation, but they also have tricks, like the tricks that this divine masculine is pulling off with this criminal felonious capers, or this crime spree or legal crime, is some sort of a change here at the crossroads and clearing the air when it comes to domination and any money or any friction that might be caused. Fathers and our forefathers, shit, these words are falling out. So it's saying stop, put an end to certain shit, and death to it, but this divine feminine is in this contractual agreement, and she may be a little famous and have the Midas touch. She's a mother, and this person is in a sticky situation. It has she's talking about stopping bound, stopping binding, stopping ropes, stopping ties, stopping chains, breaking chains, sticky situations. So anything that has to do with home, security, family, love, or any health issues, there's some sort of expectations, like no contract. Like, bitch, please, there's no contract. Like, there's no contract. Damn. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. Fathers and our forefathers' fathers. Okay? So the things that are being delivered right here and now is about the expectations, or someone could be expecting. But it's about the obstacles that this masculine took when it or communicated about to a star when it came to taking actions on wanting to be famous. Yes, a deep core rooted issue with this father, whether it be a person. Well, he definitely has a root chakra issue. Okay, so the root chakra issue is the energy, the strength, the anger, sexuality, the passion, the fear, and the ego. So he does definitely have an ego problem. He knows that, obviously. And so they have core issues: baby mama, baby daddy issues, mama issue, or daddy issues. I mean, the forefathers and our fathers' fathers. The obstacle was it created such an obstacle in the community. A lot of secrets. The dominating, the gossiping, the dirty moves that the person made, the internet, whether it be internet stalking or breadcrumbing someone. But however it was, this person was pretty immature, but someone might even got a baby during this particular time. That this, in between the cheating and the loss, which we had already heard that earlier once before when it came to the buffoonery. But they do recognize with realize that this particular energy is vampiric energy. And it was about reaping and sowing in life. Forefathers and our fathers' fathers. The reaping and the sowing was these delivered seeds was reaping and sowing. It definitely was, and it just keeps coming out. Home, family, security. Someone's home probably is in jail because it looks like somebody's home. They're not sure that seed that they planted might have put them in a spiritual jail or going to jail. But times up is saying that the message is being times up, because I just heard a little ding in the kitchen. So there's times up in life when it comes to things that are being revealed. So this older man and or older woman may show appreciation for some of those gifts that they did have. Our forefathers and our fathers' fathers, please. The divine feminine is a star, but also saying that this things that have the message that's being delivered with this times up or being open or revealed is saying that there's a spiritual pimp or a narcissist. And that this earth angel, well, the earth angel is talking about this masculine being, because he's dealing with this illegal crime or this probation or whatever, and there's some sort of a change that's going on when it comes to his money because of some movement or gaslighting or friction or people that he's been messing around with. There's some sort of violence or anger that was there. Oops. So the core issue with this masculine begat all of these mountains. He basically was just like, kiss my ass. He probably says it a lot. And that the root, this father is saying that, like I said, this root core issue, he may even be a person that likes to do it in the butt. I'm not even gonna lie. That's exactly what it says. So it's saying, bitch, please drink water. Be fluid about the shit, about what you want. Wow. Okay. Pick these cards up. That was very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I hope that each and every one of you, if you are listening and you're still here, please continue to if if there's something here that resonates with you, like, share, subscribe, save it. You might want to go back to it or come back to it and listen to it again. But these are definitely accurate. Okay. So all right, stay straight. Yes, yes, yes. This is interesting. I'm glad that I decided to do this. I didn't understand when I was going to do it. I just knew that that was going to be a series that I was going to start. Now, the first one for this first video, the reason why I do have the camera blocked off is because I took a spiritual bath and I washed my hair, and I have honey in my hair, and I have a bag on my head. Bag it. So, let's move on. All right, so the message coming in on the bottom is the messenger, the Ankh messenger, and we are getting the information from water and a little bit of air. So it's about the givers and the takers and the receivers, or dreamers. All right, we're here at the crossroads. That was the first card that came out, was crossroads, choices, choosy lovers, or any decisions that fathers might make, because the father card came out. So this father is at the crossroads. The divine feminine's on the bottom. And on the top, we're speaking of deep-rooted core issues. The father is a drinker. He is fluid. This particular person, maybe he needs to be fluid. Or he is a water sign. But right now, father's there at the crossroads. And it looks like this contractual agreement that he has at the crossroads about this domination in the matrix system when it comes to being a sugar daddy or being any dick dealing games or head games. So like I said, this particular person may be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, this person may also be an authoritative type of person. Someone might have been dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe this particular person, Ashe, was taken, stopped and or taken away. Maybe a water sign, stop dealing with an earth sign. So it's saying that this particular person, this father that may be a water sign, that may drink also, that plays these games, they have no respect. This contractual agreement that they may have a contractual agreement with the earth sign. No DNA coded. So it says no DNA coded. So this particular person is not DNA coded. So we're speaking of our forefathers and our fathers' fathers. So we're speaking of the forefathers. This has to do with the forefathers. This has nothing to do with our fathers. It has to do straight with the forefathers, because they're saying that they're not coded in this matrix system and they don't have no respect when it comes to any situationships or contractual agreement. So the things that are opening and revealed right now ain't no tricks. But it's about the things that are happening with this father energy and the changing of any positions or clearing the air when it comes to these tricks and games or being a potential scrub. Just bitch please, they saying, in life. Just anything in life. All right. And so the things that they're speaking of is about life and destiny. So the things that are about to be opened and revealed about the tricks that they've played. Ooh. The things that caused an obstacle, because they claim that they weren't manipulating, but they definitely were manipulating. Okay, they were being devious. They were they're basically saying that they weren't working hard at being sneaky. They just was being sneaky, period. And the things that the direction that they had and the actions that they took when it came to feminine energy in any family, close friends or cousins or any family, extended family, that the destiny, they basically was working to stop and take away someone's destiny. Ain't that bad a bitch? All right, forefathers. So it's saying that the manipulation and the sly, devious, sly fox bullshit that they tried to stop and take away someone's destiny when it came to companions, lovers, friends with benefits, or anything like that, or stop anyone's relationship. It begot the masculines. It gave them a obstacle with hard-on skeletons in their closets, gave them heart personas, made them basically kind of have blue balls because they basically separated the divine masculine from the divine feminine, and was basically saying like, oh, y'all can kiss each other's asses from now on. They might have been, and they were very hopeful. That's some crazy shit. 4 Fathers. So the 4 Fathers is basically saying that with this energy, they're saying that the energy that was manipulated through working to separate all these lovers, it created ropes and ties and chains and people being bound and blindfolded, sticky situations. They recognized that it caused vampire energy, and they felt it was lucky. They felt like they did what they were supposed to do. It was, they also delivered it and told and talked about the information amongst themselves to other masculine energies, which also led other people to gossip, make dirty moves, because some people wanted to be the person and or be the person that was the person who did it. So they caused some people to be angry more so than others because they were jealous and shit because they wanted to be the ones to be the villain. They wanted to be the ones, excuse me, to be God. Because that card just fell out. And the hereditary traits was all behind core issues when it came to their mother and their dad. So, 4 Fathers and our fathers' fathers, it says that they weren't loyal. They were loyal to each other. They were loyal to each other doing that and tapping in. But it says loyalty. No, the card of yes card was upside down. So they weren't loyal. And their hereditary traits was because of their gaslighting and their movement and frictions. They would just mess around with a bunch of women, mess around with everybody woman during the movements. And so they showed appreciation, even though that they weren't DNA coded. They had the gifts, they had the money, they had all the money in the hoes and everything else, but they just didn't show any appreciation. And it looks like the expectations in the community, well, I guess they did. They had expectations of secrets and cross-watching and social things going on in the networking. They felt like, yeah, we could do whatever we want to do. We could meet up, have all these different sexual menage a trois and shit, and gaslight motherfuckers in the way that we want when it comes to the givers and the takers and the receivers. 4 Fathers. So it's saying that this contractual agreement has to do with the reaping and the sowing when it has to do with mother energy and divine feminine, and the loss and cheating and buffoonery that's going down. So the cheating and the negative. Probably also want to get somebody pregnant. These people are not whatever. Of course, he's not a high priestess, but he's a man. But doesn't necessarily. And it says that he wanted to be God. This divine masculine wanted to be God, or this masculine wanted to be God, but it looks like this divine masculine probably just had a slip up with these people. He was a workaholic. Maybe there was some sort of an obstacle in between this person. They can't have sex with each other because he works a lot. But he did try to play God. He was basically always telling the lover or the person or the people in union with him that kiss his ass. And basically, like, he's a cheater. Like, I do hood rat shit, and they nasty, and they do negative shit, and sexual practices. Like, basically, 4 Fathers. 4 Fathers. Right? So, this mother, in this contractual agreement, maybe this person has a child, But this person could even be somebody that you know, maybe a close friend or extended family, but this person has a home and family and security. Whatever it is, they do have their own. They have their own. And it is a contractual agreement with these people, with this person. It's basically saying that someone might even get time behind the crime. Don't do the time if you can't do the crime. Or five. Okay. It is about the givers and the takers and the receivers. And people being a spiritual pimp or narcissist or someone, the givers and the takers and the receivers, maybe somebody might even go both ways. Or I just saw the word Gemini. Now, I'm not trying to say that if you are a Gemini and you are listening to this, that you get offended, but in the spiritual community, we think that we know that the Gemini is the energy of I know. They think they know everything and they like to talk about you behind your back and then come back and act like they didn't. So there's some spiritual narcissistic energy going on. So 4 fathers, 4 fathers. So the delivery of these seeds that have been, when it comes to any rebirthing, somebody might be, like I said, somebody might be trying to get somebody pregnant. Somebody done had a baby already. But it's saying that there's obstacles that this masculine was facing with these lovers of these people, place, or things that caused all these obstacles and hard-ons and different personas that this particular person projected outwardly when it came to manipulation or devious work. Time is up, okay? And the ancestors speak. The divine feminine is on the top, ancestors on the bottom. So the ancestors are speaking right now, straight up, telling you time is up for the masculine energy who tried to oppress, which is the 4 fathers energy, who tried to oppress the divine feminine God energy. 4 fathers. So they not DNA coded in life. They ain't loyal. They don't have any appreciation of any gifts. They don't have any gifts. But they are practicing sexual sacred tantric sex through criminal felonious capers, snakes, lies, deceit, betrayal, and chaos to gain money. And they try to put boundaries with their friends, like, bitch, please, I'm really at a loss. But they're saying that they're freaking hood rats. These are rats. These are crazy, fucking crazy. Hood rats is saying, hood rat, there's a loss. Like, there should be boundaries between these motherfuckers. Wow. Oh my God. So be a down ass G, the ancestor said. Whoa. I got to take me a sip of my. Wow. Ancestors, 4 fathers. The masculine has root core issues, we know. 4 fathers. Saying that this information that's being delivered, it is anchored. Earth angel, there's movement, there's friction, there's gaslighting, there's physical possessions, their health, their education and career and dwellings. So a lot of people may be losing some of that shit because of the dominating things that they've been doing and their hereditary traits. I just heard disgruntled relationship. And then the Ankh comes out, the actual Ankh messenger. So that's what it said. So flip it however you need to. But it's saying that this particular tower moment, whoa. It's saying here at the crossroads that flip it, because it's saying that it's be 10 toes up, basically, about this, because this is about spiritual pimping and narcissistic energy and movement and gaslighting. And it has to do with the awakening and being being a down ass G with your hereditary traits. So the things that have been opened and revealed about these tricks, they ain't tricks. Parlor or not, they ain't tricks, is what they saying. All right, 4Father. In the community is saying that there's a tower. Time is in the community. And it's a tower for this, for the masculine energy. It's saying that the ancestors are speaking about these tricks. There's no more time. There's no tricks. So stop, put an end to all that shit. As far as any action for the divine feminine. So, the things that haven't been revealed to you here at the crossroads, just know that the divine feminine, she's an earth angel, and she's is saying that she's not violent. She can be though. All right. So that was it. That was the third go round. Okay. So that right there. Is there anything else that you want me to do? Yes, yes. Please let me know now. Because that right there, all of this is pretty deep. Oh, okay. It says go on to the next one because we have time for another one. Whoa. Okay. So let me put these up. So what can you okay, can we make this the last one? Because I want to be able to drink my tea. They said drink my tea while I'm doing it. But you keep telling me to drink water. Okay, drink both. Got it. All right. Well, I hope that everybody is enjoying this. I am. It's very informative. And like I stated before, if it is something that you are interested in and you like the way that I'm reading right now, I do have a different style each time that I come in because my energy um, kind of is pretty high at most points. But this right now, I had to really bring in the energy high with the ancestors in this end to have a lot of protection. Make sure that the forefathers' energy was protected, the video is protected. We also ask that the ancestors send the information through the airways to protect this video and bring all of the necessary energies to my channel so that it can build and so that it can build to this forefathers energy. As I've spoken, it so it shall be. Ashe. All right, so time on the contract, and it's about the kiss my ass of the givers and the takers and the receivers. All right, so respect when it comes to home, security, and family. Okay, because some of those things can be taken away. So show some respect here at the crossroads and this contractual agreement when it comes to any of your marriages, any oaths or commitment or soul ties that you have with these people. Okay, so this masculine energy, maybe this lover or union or person that you're in this situation with, um, whichever you want to make it fluid for you. Flip it. If you're a female with more masculine energy, then maybe it's you. If it's a masculine energy with more feminine, then maybe it's not you. But this is a masculine energy. And it's speaking of this particular masculine who is facing all these obstacles, who might have been someone that might have been hopeful, they might have been an anchor, but they are clearly at a standstill or became a stalemate or a side piece to someone who was maybe manipulative, or maybe he was manipulative. But either way, they could be a drinker, they could be a water sign. Like I said, this particular person definitely is a father. So we're speaking of a male. And delivering of any information when it comes to uh, making bitch moves or any freaking gossiping. 4 Fathers. So we're speaking of again thereof this particular respect and with the 4 Fathers being delivering of this information and recognizing here at the crossroads the vampires, the energy vampires and the freaks that come out at night when it comes to uh, the energies. Okay, so God, the God, is saying the Father, be fluid. You know, it's working. They are working behind the scenes to be able to also tell you, like, look, this mother energy, there's going to be some changes. It's time for mama to step in. Not the father energy, but the mama's about to step in. So, respect the contract. All right. So here that's being revealed right here and now in the community about these lies and deceit and betrayal. It has to do with a lot of the root issue, the root core issue in these contractual agreements when it comes to any um, strengths or any of your anger, your sexuality, any of your passions or fear of ego. So we're basically tapping into the core issues when it comes to mommy issues, daddy issues, things that you might have had, like that you had to deal with your inner child. Now, like I stated once before, and I'm going to say it again, if you are not 18 years of older, please click off now and get off. Sorry, but this is for adults only, and we're speaking of core issues when it comes to any root chakras, when it comes to rape, masturbation, being impotent, or any misuse of any sexual organs. Okay, so we're gonna stop, put an end to that. Or anybody who has a bad attitude. So the ancestors is putting an end to that. We've already asked for all of those to be dismantled as well as the real society. So in this matrix system, when it comes to, and these two cards just fell out, which is the matrix system. So we're asking that those things that became resourceful for the 4 Fathers, to them and only them, that was used against all of the people here on the planet that were being oppressed during this particular dominating head game. It's basically saying that they were being a spiritual pimp and a narcissist during this expectations. So we definitely are looking at that, dismantling that. So this contractual agreement that the feminine has, respect that, please. Okay, respect that, because she's DNA coded. Expect DNA coded, and that's what it says on the bottom. It says DNA coded. On the top, it says expectation. So it's about the changing of the feminine energy from the father energy, from the patriarch to the mother. All right. So this tower moment has some chains and sticky situations. It looks like some may recognize that it may be immature um, to do this, but it's destiny, and someone's friend may, I mean, they may feel like this particular person is their destiny. They may feel like their friend is their destiny. Maybe somebody feels like they're bound to their friend in some sort of a tower moment when it comes to hereditary traits. So the delivery of the information, maybe It's saying, or the delivery saying that its time is up. Maybe somebody might also be getting ready to go in labor. This particular uh family friend may be facing sort of a loss, or an extended friend or extended family member. Uh there may be some sort of a slip up with the friend that's gonna say it about this tower moment. But whatever it is, recognize with realize, okay? That this person could be very well be a vampire energy, and they are involved in some crime, some illegal or organized crime. And you might even hear about it, might have been told about it. Man, I gotta pick up the card. Shoot. It was always about rats. And the rats are about law and cheating and core issues. So it come the time that we're speaking about this contractual agreement is about the root chakra and the root core issue with obstacles that this that cause with this masculine energy. Okay, they might have been hopeful, but they were just at a standstill. Okay, give me a second. Let me check and see if I picked up all the cards. So, bottom of the deck is about life, and the top is kiss my ass in life. So that was what he was saying. The masculine energy kept saying that he was telling everybody to kiss his ass, basically, like, I don't, you know. So that's another reason why he was facing a lot of issues. So the lies and deceit and betrayal that was taken with precision, they might have felt like it was lucky for them. It might have made them famous. But at the crossroads right here and now, this earth angel is saying, like, this companion, this the money that they made, or the with all these lovers and these people placed in things, like, basically they was DNA coded to say kiss my ass. Wow, wow, wow. So the ill feeling that it gave people at home when it came to security and family and love and health issues, the givers and the takers and the receivers at the crossroads right here and now is saying that some people still are loyal with their lovers and companions and friends. Is they're still loyal. There's still loyalty. And there are some people who are still down ass G's when it comes to their tantric sex and the sexual practices. That's good to hear, because this whole reading was basically really crazy. So, regardless of what we're saying in this reading, and we flushed out all of the forefathers and our fathers, there are still have hope. Okay, people, still have hope, and believe that there are some good women and good men out there. It just basically the ancestors just basically told us straight out, like, there are some of the givers and the takers and the receivers that are here in the now with all of these could be some baby mamas, baby days, but there are some feminines that are out there that are loyal. They have good tantric sex practices. They're not out there messing around with Tom, Dick, and Harpo. Okay? So, all right. So, like I said, obstacles or any hard-ons or anything like that. Know that, hey, you got the Midas touch. Don't be tripping. You know the difference, but you know how to tap in and recognize and take precision on some of those lies and deceit and betrayal that you do see and recognize. Appreciate, use your gifts, tap in. You know what's up. All right, forefathers. So the ancestors is saying the things that like the lies and deceit and betrayal, shit, that's just anger and violence. All that does is just cause anger and violence, and those plant the seeds at your own home when it comes to that, and it'll just be taken away from you. Certain things will be taken away from you, or any of the people who are doing those types of things. That shit can be taken away from them real quick. Okay, so forefathers is saying that here, this divine masculine, this particular divine masculine could go to jail. This particular person could go to jail because of their felonious capers that they have. Uh, Shay, I heard a double ding, so this person definitely could be going to jail. Okay, so sorry for you guys, whoever that might be. Now going to jail could very well be a spiritual jail as well as physical jail, but because of all the obstacles and the doing this side piece and what have you, is saying that there's a lot of gaslighting going on and there's some changes that's gonna happen. So there's gonna be need to be boundaries need to be placed, and the divine masculine may be taken away in this contract. So the things that have been planted, just know that there will be some sort of delivery of that. So expect DNA coded. Expect that. DNA coded. That's what it says. Expect that. So during this particular contract, show appreciation for all of your gifts because this person doesn't and he didn't. And once you do show appreciation for all of your gifts in this exchange of this contract, you will be successful. Your life will be successful. And it's saying, like, baby, please, like, for real, like, somebody is definitely trying to have sex with someone and dominate someone. Like, they trying to pull tricks at the crossroads. Yeah, be 10 toes up, be awake, flip that shit. However it is that if you see some games being played, then expect games to be played. You get stupid prizes. Okay, so in life, stop telling people to kiss your ass all the time, or maybe you need to tell some people to kiss your ass because you are DNA coded here at the crossroads. So the fem definitely probably needs to do that, the divine feminine. All right, because we're changing of the energy, the matriarch from the patriarch to the matriarch. So let's do it. All right, last one for fathers. There's money in the community. Directional flow. There's growth in the community. There's a high priestess in there. Okay. There's a mother. She may be facing some. She's not facing any loss, but it's saying that there's time is up when it comes to energy vampire and any crime, criminalistic crime, and gossiping, and spiritual narcissist at the crossroads. And during this particular awakening, some people are about to receive a rude awakening behind all of the tricks and the expectations. Okay? And with all that being said, I appreciate all of you for showing up, for showing out, coming down on over here to my mothership, see what's going down at the Mile High Tarot, where we realize with real eyes. Okay? So go ahead, like, share, subscribe. If there's something here that resonates with you or anyone that you might know, go ahead and share that information. Send it to the person. Tell them to come and like, share, and subscribe, and then we can get started and build our rest of our family. I also do holistic practitioner services. I'm a practitioner. New Soul Order Wellness Center is the name of my company. I also can help you with nutrition. I do not always do personal readings, but I will do them depending on if the ancestors guide me to. Other than that, I am in the celestial realm. I come here quite frequently. Don't really like to come here, but I know that I have to come here to play my part. We will continue to do the 4Fathers and our 4Fathers energy. This is the series of Series 1. I do appreciate all of you for coming, like I stated. Okay? And with all of this energy being sent out, I ask and give thanks to all of my ancestors, my way showers, my guides, my energy, my collective that has also joined on another phone or another device. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay? Remember to come back here to Mile High Tarot where we realize with real lies. Love you. Blessings. Namaste.